Hello and welcome back to AdaPulse, the Catalyst Funding News channel is keeping you up to date with everything Cardano. And today we're talking about a project you probably already know, and it's entitled Customize Your Cardano Address with AdaHandle. And this is by one of our veteran writer, LiberLion, who's been with us for a very long time. And do check out the full article, because as usual, I'm going to sum it up and dumb it down. But I'm still going to discuss what is AdaHandle, for those who don't know. But more importantly, they've released a roadmap for 2023, which we're going to dive into a little bit. And do stay to the end to find out about the team, because they've got an interesting team, and it's quite important for this project. But anyway, do remember to click the like button, hit subscribe, and hit that bell button so you can get notified as soon as we release a video. And I'm Josh from ATM Stake Pool, your presenter for AdaPulse for today. Let's just talk AdaHandle, shall we? Now, to give you the full explain like I'm five, let me just quickly run through the NFT bit, because a non-fungible token, or NFT, is a special kind of token that represents something unique. You've got to remember it's unique, because unlike regular cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin and ADA, they're fungible tokens, so they can be easily exchanged one for another. They're not unique. So NFTs are one of a kind, but they also cannot be divided either. And obviously they're in limited supply, and they can be bought, sold, but also transferred, just like regular tokens can. Now, Cardano, the blockchain platform, introduced the ability to create NFTs without the need of smart contracts, and that was back in March 21 through an upgrade called the Mary hard fork. So it allowed users to sort of create and trade their sort of own unique digital assets directly on the Cardano blockchain. I mean, this is when I created the first music NFTs on the Cardano blockchain. So quick plug, just thought I'd mention that. They're available on the JPEG store if you want to check it out. But NFTs do have sort of loads of applications, but obviously the most popular use is the collectibles, like my music NFTs that I made. But these can be anything though, like not just music. Obviously you've got digital cards representing famous sports figures or other unique items with special digital features. And AdaHandle has creatively and effectively utilized NFTs. What is AdaHandle? Now, before AdaHandle, the naming problem in blockchain networks has traditionally been addressed through domain names. But now there's more innovative solutions as well, like Ethereum Name Service, obviously on the Ethereum network. That's called ENS. And then you've got on Cardano Ada domains. Now, these services replicate the functionality of the traditional DNS system, which is, if you've ever built a website, you would know you've got DNS records and things like that. But they want to do that on the blockchain, so in the blockchain ecosystem. Now, ENS uses registration contracts to associate domain names with addresses, and including the ability to point to IPFS hashes and add subdomains. Now, on Cardano, Ada Domains provides basically a similar service. It's all pretty much the same thing. But AdaHandle, it takes a different approach. So it offers quite an elegant solution for Cardano users by providing usernames for wallet addresses using SNFT-based naming. It's really cool. So each AdaHandle has a unique NFT, basically, minted on the Cardano blockchain. And it acts as a personalized identifier for a wallet's address. Because if you've ever seen a wallet address, it's all sort of ADDR1 and a long string of numbers. So with AdaHandle, instead of using the long and complex alphanumeric addresses, users can just have easy to remember handles. Like I've got one that, it's a $ and Josh J. And these handles are owned by a user and stored on chain, basically allowing anyone to view them. So if you wanted to do a query on Josh J, you're going to see everything that's in my wallet. Or that's actually, no, more importantly, what's in that UTXO of that wallet. You don't actually see the whole wallet per se. Now, when an AdaHandle is used in a transaction, the associated wallet address receives the funds, essentially. So the handle can be transferred to another wallet, but if you transfer it to another wallet, whoever pays, let's say in this case, Josh J, the money is going to go to that new address. So AdaHandle ensures privacy by utilizing UTXO-based blockchain features. So it allows users to fragment their balance into multiple sub-wallets for like basically increased privacy. But it is important to note that AdaHandle itself is obviously not a privacy solution, as I just told you. So, but the uniqueness and authenticity of AdaHandles are ensured by the NFT standard and use of a unique sort of policy ID for each handle. So the policy ID acts as like a cryptographic guarantee of the handle's identity. Now, AdaHandle utilizes the format sort of $ handle. So like if you want to send money to me, it's $Josh J. And it distinguishes itself from social media platforms by using basically that $ symbol instead of, say, the @ symbol to avoid potential confusion or errors and stuff. Now, the development of AdaHandle is completely open source and available. It's on GitHub. I'll put a link to it in the description below so you can all review and you can even add contributions and stuff like that. The roadmap. So I'm actually just going to jump straight to this image because they recently released an update to the 2023 roadmap. So let's take a look. So you can see Q2, top of the list, ship personalization. So you can personalize your AdaHandles, which is pretty cool. And as you can see, Q3, ship subhandle a protocol. And then Q4, begin build out of P2P renting. So, P2P renting, what's that? Let's find out. But if we look, it all came out in a tweet. So as you can see, first tweet is next week, they're going to be pushing personalization into pre-production to allow testers to get in the platform. Basically, they want people to try and break it. And then post-launch, they're going to begin the in-house personalization marketplace and begin, the build out of their sub-handle protocol, which is interesting. So in Q3, they want to ship that sub-handle protocol. And to allow for a more decentralized service, they're going to begin a build out of their Merkle Tree smart contract minting engine and building out the available endpoints for services to third party, to mint handles directly from their platforms. So that's pretty cool. So on my website, I can have it's almost like an API, I guess, where people can mint their AdaHandles on my website. That's pretty cool. And as you can see, point 5, they're going to begin the research and development of an entirely new concept that is yet to be implemented in the industry. And they're calling it peer-to-peer renting. So that sounds quite exciting. What is that? Well, they explain it in their next point or their final point. P2P renting eliminates one central naming registry by allowing each handle owner the option to rent out their handles. So the era of financing your handle is coming. So there you go. I mean, so if you've got a good handle and, people can use it, you can rent it out. That's pretty cool. So you don't even have to sell it. You can rent it out. That's actually pretty cool. But anyway, yeah, I like that. The team. Now, actually, there's quite an interesting team involved. So the company Kora Labs, so here's their website, actually, is the developer of AdaHandle. And if you scroll down here, you can see the 5 founders here. Well, 4 founders and advisory committee of 1 person, which is interesting. But I mean, if you flip over to the AdaHandle website, you can see the same team. And basically, just to highlight the 3 main players, because you've got Calvin, who's got nearly 15 years experience, as you can see. And then you've got Conrad, who's an InfoSec and IT infrastructure engineer. But Conrad's actually an interesting one. He's quite well respected within the Cardano community. Sticks to his principles of the one pool side of things, which, to many is important. And he's got a saturated pool and hasn't added another one. So he gets a lot of respect for that from all sides, I think. But yeah, and then you've also got Mr. Goose, who comes from the competitive suit and tie world of commercial lending in Silicon Valley. So yeah, that's the team. And that brings us to the end of the article. Remember, do check out the full one online because I have summed it up and dumbed it down. So if you really want to get into the nitty gritty, there's a lot more information in the articles on the AdaPulse website. But don't worry, I leave it in the description below. And do remember to click the like button, hit subscribe and hit that bell button to get notified as soon as we've got content available. And you can get straight on it. And do like and share because it does make a difference to us. But anyway, I'm Josh from ATM Stakepool, your presenter for AdaPulse for today. And I'll see you next time. Thank you.